Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to DDLC Plus. So, yeah, this third part, I'm here with Yuri. I'm just gonna get right into it, 13 seconds into the intro, because who likes long intros? Ki, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only even be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Dude, she's the freaking cutest thing ever. Do you not understand this? Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Literally the cutest person ever. I mean, fictional character. She's a fictional character. Alright, I still have a girlfriend. Anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Ki. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Ki, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my... Just... You know. Anyways. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. If MC is actually this, or me, but I'm not choosing what he says. If MC is actually this fucking dense, I swear to God. Anyways. I have some chocolate as well. I have chocolate in my fridge. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden away from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Tea and dark chocolate. Yeah. Dark chocolate's the best, no one else can say otherwise. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Long line exclamation point. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Just imagine actually making that sound in public. Anyway. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Focus on reading like this? I don't know. I really wouldn't be focusing on reading. Just saying. Yeah, no, I'd probably be dead. Like, in a good way. But, anyways, Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand... That's not holding... Okay, she hands me my teacup. I think I skipped over that by accident. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. God, why do they have such an emphasis on her chest? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening up the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Look at this. Hold up. There we go. Perfect. Now back to it. Oh my god, the particles are moving. Was that like that before, or is it the new HD? I don't know. But Yuri is just as beautiful as ever. Still have a girlfriend. It's still a fictional character, though. I shouldn't worry. Anyway, Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. Here it is. Here it is. This is a frickin' visual novel. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. This is a visual novel, yet it still makes me blush. What is wrong with me? Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Yeah. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Key. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... you don't need to stop for anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... Bro! Whoever did the art in this game, though, seriously, you're talented. ... How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. That could be taken very wrong if... yeah. Yeah. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! What? What? I'm trying to do this the best I can. Long line. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. I'm voice cracking now. Can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff? Right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? I wonder who. Yeah. A. I get that this is just a base game at the moment. I'm literally just playing the base game at the moment, but I'm still going to count it as Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, because this is what comes up when I open the game. So, anyways, I'm going to choose Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Key, this one might be even better than yesterday's. I got every single one but one correct. I'm still mad about that. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try and giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Oh, wait, that's me. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Adorable. Anyways. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why she doesn't have any close friends. Besides the club. And she's adorable. That's also a thing. Anyways, back to the frickin' reading. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? ... Yeah? I do. If it's with you. Oh, here's the symbolism one. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon I'm sorry, I can't read. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement, a rush of blood. A classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I know what this one's about. This one's about cutting and self-harm. By the way, been there. Fuck, it sucks. It's terrible. Don't want to get too into it, because that's just sob story. Whatever. But yeah, I swear to God. Despite Yuri cutting herself, I still think she's best Doki. Oh, that's just facts. It's facts. Anyways. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem was about. I wonder what... That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. If I take it as face value, then I can't even figure out what this is supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Key? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Key. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love it. Anyways. Who should I show it to this time? Monica, sure. We're going in the same order. Same order, people. Hi again, Key. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Oh, I am! What was that? I'm very sorry for killing everybody's ears. Eh? You completely misunderstood. You didn't, Monica. Trust me. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. She doesn't... Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's nothing really wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Dude. Replaying this so many years later, I just realize all the subtle hints about Monica. I'm not spoiling it just in case you don't know, but you can just learn so much. I'm surprised if you don't know what the freaking twist of this is, but you just get so much subtlety. It's so much great replay value just on the dialogue. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I'm sorry if I missed a dialogue there. I'm very sorry. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Mood. Oh god, I'm turning into a BTS stan. Oh no. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless... I'm sorry, what? Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That could be taken in two ways. The pain that went through my body when I read that. That could be taken. That could be taken as the Rule 34, load me, or the load a saved game, load me. It's not the first one, I hope. I'm so glad I don't have a face cam. I'm so glad I don't have a face cam at the moment. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. There's a fourth wall break. First wall break. Did I say that? I feel like I said fourth. Anyways. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait. Is this tip even about writing? No, because spoilers. Nope. Not going into that. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Speaking of saving... Sayori. ... Ooh! I like this one, Key. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does it mean that it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess it's like both of them. It's not very helpful, you know. Well, not very good at figuring out poems, if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. Not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. What? I am... Oh my god, Sayori. Why? Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, alright. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Oh, I wonder what that's foreshadowing. God, I love going back to this game. Well, don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Oh, you'll know what that means. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. True though, Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ki. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottles, all in a row. Happy thoughts. Dude, replaying this game, I realized how good Team Salvato put this frickin' story together. Anyways, my collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. but all I hear is an echo, 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 echo inside my head. Sayori's poems are deeper than I actually thought. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did.
Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
That's true! What? Wait, that's not her. Shit. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki! Don't start a fight, please! Well, I can admit that this one's much better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it, unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Except there's no way to get there unless you write poems like that until you're on her level. Is your little brain working, Natsuki? Seriously. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? See. Now your gears are working. Now you're using your brain. See? Yeah. Yeah. You're entirely correct, but I'm gonna lie. What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this angsty. Shut up. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve. Oh, what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves a poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem if you wrote it for someone else. Just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could just sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some of the pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to, Yuri is fucking me right now. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of the time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Yuri, I feel the same way. God. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Me. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. I'm talking fast, sorry. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. I'm so sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to voice crack. We'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that takes is standing in front of a room full of people for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... ... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around the room at everyone's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how are you gonna expect it to do well in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone else has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Aw, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Yuri. Everyone. Just Yuri. Yes. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem was called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. Do it, yeah. It's called Afterimage of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Because she deserves every single freaking bit of recognition ever. Anyways, it's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, because we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Medal. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? And just try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll become the best that way. It'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. And if I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought that I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Ki liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere and of the poem fits you nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I get what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing for me to do it in front of anyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little bit more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ki. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. You might as well let Ki lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Oh, trust me, that's what's going on in my head. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki, begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. The poem was called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? 'Cause you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. All the words feel like they bounce up and down as it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Oh, I feel that. I actually feel that. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be easier the other way around for me. That's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have so much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find out some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. Wait, actually... I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I want to try to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day! I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Dude, Yuri's the cutest. What? I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Yuri, you can make an offer. You can walk with me. Shut it. Shut it. Not, yep. Shut it. Yeah. Anyway, yep. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ki. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? ... Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? Oh, here's the question! What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Knowing what happens in the future, I feel like I should say Sayori. Just because Yuri's not here and she wouldn't find out. But my heart says Yuri. Everything's telling me Yuri. I'm so sorry, Sayori. I'm so sorry, Sayori. I'm so sorry, Sayori. I'm so sorry. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? Yes. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it! Jeez. It's not even a point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. I feel bad. Because now I can actually relate to it. I couldn't really relate to it when I first played the game. Now I can. I know what's going on in her head. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away anyway. Who knows what will happen in that time? Here's the poem writing time! Okay, let's try and get this. Okay. This is getting harder, I hate this. Yes! Yes! I was like, wait, no way, please don't, please. Okay. I don't know why I'm so happy about that. Okay. Gotta think about this. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna speak during this. Climax? That's gotta be Yuri. That could be taken out of context. I mean, maybe she just likes climaxes in books, you know? She's not that other type of climax. Yeah. Okay. Dark. God. Nope. You know what? I'm restarting. Alright, I'm back. I'm getting this. I don't care what it takes. Climax? Yep. Harassment for vitality. Philosophy. Judgment. Intellectual. Why does there have to be 20 of these? Anxiety is Yuri's. Yep, I still have that though. That sucks. I'm trying this again. Alright. Aura. Disarray. Vivid. I thought Monica's... Okay. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Trust me, I'm doing this for a reason. There is a... Well, number one, I want to get it perfect for Yuri. Number two, I didn't just hold up the only one finger when I said two. But number two... Doki. Anyways. There's also an achievement for getting 100% perfect poem. So, that's what I'm doing. Oh, what is this? Please. Sayori, I swear to God. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. I'm so quiet now. I'm thinking. Yes, I'm saving this over and over again. Trust me. It's being smart. See what I said? I'm being smart. Oh, You can skip over this. You can skip over this. Just trust me, I'm getting it. Alright. Alright, guys, we were here at the last one. Whew. No! No! I'm gonna... No, I don't care. I don't care. Guys, I got it. Guys, I got it. The achievement says Perfect Yuri. What'd I say? There's an achievement, and I got it. I didn't get the last one because I didn't keep track, but I got it. Aw, man. The last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. For all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. But I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's pretty specific. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Did I say I don't like it? Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because! It's right in your name, Mon-ika. Here's the joke. Eh? It's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Best joke of the year. Question mark. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry so much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has gotten disappeared, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Key, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser around her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Key. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person in interest. Of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Key. It is. But I like Yuri, that's the problem. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now words. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Key. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? ... Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump on to conclusions. So, you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk with her. So, try not... words are bad. Not bad, but I don't know how to say them. I can't... God, hold on. I'm so sorry that I'm so terrible at reading. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to. That I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about herself. Not to worry about her. And to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her books, because she's a stalker and she's kind of cute. But she's entirely cute. Anyways, let's just keep going with the story. But she looks away just as quickly with her flustered look on her face, because she's adorable. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. ... I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. Don't worry. Don't worry, waifu material. Anyways. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if this caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. You guys can probably not tell a single frickin' thing of what is going on in this story from my reading. Sorry. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So, I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Excuse me? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe... I've read that wrong. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Key. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? Mm-hmm. I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside of her head. Dude. Is Yuri like that one girl from Total Drama that just like read people's auras and just like, that's who you are. That's the truth. I swear to God. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Do that more. What? Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. I'm gonna read that again. May uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. Aha! That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. ... Okay, everyone! I could try to do girl voices, but I haven't been doing it so far, so I might as well just not, and I'm also terrible at it. It would kill my voice. After pulling some time passes, yeah, I can pull time passes. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica as she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem off to first? I can't read. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri! As always. ... Key, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. A little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. If I remember you mentioning that yesterday, I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Key, during lunchtime, I ate by myself. Don't understand why, because you're the most adorable thing ever. Anyways. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. I know, right? Or people you just want to know. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers with problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends in every way, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Key. The opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I think the reason why I like her so much is because I can actually fucking relate to her. Or at least I relate to her the most. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's whatever. Anyways. I don't even know how to make myself happy. Same. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No. That's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Key. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show? Do you want to show me your poem? I can't speak. Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure across... I swear to God, I will literally use poems from DDLC if I have to in class, in school. I will do it. It just seems like so easy, and it's like the perfect poem, easily there. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidding emotion. Have you ever heard of the ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber. Yeah, this is really saying how Yuri is falling in love with MC, or the player, and describing herself like has a ghost. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? I feel like that really goes with, she sees herself as a ghost, but she's feeling warmth because of MC. You know? I have a bad way of describing shit. Anyways, finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. ... Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, this one wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. ... Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. She's adorable. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Sayori, because she's having a bad day. That's who we're gonna talk to next. ... It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can only tell you don't like it. Well, don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Oh, I did. I tried 1,600 times to get it perfect. Anyways. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That really makes me happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ki. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I don't even get to read her poem? Well, dang. Hi, Ki. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see... Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. What was that about? I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. ... Your style's gotten so refined, Ki. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. That's a bad thing, noticing that, Monica. That's just, yeah. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's true. It's true. It's true. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Shut up. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Accidentally, you say? Monica? Monica?
Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that mattered, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the is that supposed to say twilight? Twilit sky. Until one day, the wind ceased to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But as the hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her in the eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright. You know, I feel like I'm learning a lot. I feel like I'm learning and looking for answers. I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. You're kind of 2D right now, though. You're kind of a 2D anime girl. Yeah, just saying. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway. Oh, I see. That was another fourth wall break. I see. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, hi Sayori, Natsuki, I don't care about you. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no thanks to you either. Screw you. I'm very sorry to all the Natsuki stands out there. I'm just saying. Didn't even... Next! There's no one next! See what I mean? She's just like, no. She's just like, push you away. Don't even read your poem. That's bad. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating era is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yuri, you're right. You're right, Yuri. You're right. It's something terrible. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to, anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? What was that, Yuri? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, just completely blocks it. You said something to her. You said something to her, Monica. Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can, question mark. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. I feel that, Yuri, but don't. You're not useless. You're great, Yuri. You're freaking great. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Just makes stuff worse. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, I can't even tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri? Voice crack. You have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Ki. The one who is truly useless. Something I would say. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? I say like 5 different things before I actually get it straight. How on earth are they going to respond to the suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. He may not like you being around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may not be more suited to assisting with He may be more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Key to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely... meticulous to work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's just up to Key to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, hasn't he already gotten a chance to spend time with me? He hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? She's really pushing it. She's really pushing it for you to go with her. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Key, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with... I feel... Since this is like my second time playing through the game, I feel like I should go with Monica just because I haven't taken a route with anybody else but Yuri. But my heart's still telling me Yuri. My heart is still telling me Yuri because Yuri is Yuri. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Key? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to this a bit. Do you feel the same way, Key? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? ... Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Key picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. Kinda surprised, though. Why? Well, not the one acting immature. Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far from out of her comfort zone. I have trouble with words. God! It's pretty clear the reason why I like Yuri. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trained to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry at making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. ... question mark. Better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay. Then, I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like I should matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Key. I think that we'll make a very good productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Chose. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ... I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way to the door and Yuri follows. Boys, we're going towards it. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've got pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. Let's go! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Because that's what Sayori said. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the front door, entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ki. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There was a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it has always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. If you came over more often, it would be such a mess. It wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed of the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Ki. Eh? I can't just be like it's always been. It's all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Ki. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're just really going to make me say it, aren't you, Ki? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression all my life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm so late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in carrying to waste by having them spend it on me? I've been there, Sayori. But I'm still gonna have to go with my heart with Yuri, okay? Just saying. But... oh, this music. I forgot how good the soundtrack was. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. ... I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything so I could support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all, Ki. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort about caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. Doki, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be just like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you... There's a hole in my shirt. Sorry. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. The tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. This is reminding me of me. Oh, I don't like that. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile, though. Enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you don't have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make those feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. ... I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ki. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And it's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah? It's going to be fun, right? Yeah? How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be... It's the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to come meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if I could be Okay, I need to read better. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. Didn't think of that, for some reason. It should be common sense for her to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No, I would just be really embarrassed if you came while my room was a mess. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in process of opening a desk drawer of mine, which has the socks in it. Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly on her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I may have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're such pretty and that you're pretty and that you're... Yeah, that's how you say it, Keep. Yep. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's just something like... that's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved. And kinda happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax? I brought some things for relaxation. Relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like, what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use all the candles to light the room. I think that it would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, it would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel a permit through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one? What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that it will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this stuff, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do with it is write a different word on each paper. We'll need to think about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will they be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway on the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of so many passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you could be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose do get a little intense, as you put it. My throat is insanely dry right now. 2 hours into this. I've been playing this for 2 hours straight. Just give me a second. How do you even say that? Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Adorable. Is it just me, or is she even more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker key. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long string of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle is as intricate The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Right. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Same, Yuri. Same. Used to be for the reason that you like them, but I mean, I just like knives. Don't judge me. Anyways, you're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Uh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, and I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold on to it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me a knife with the handle facing me. I take it, and Yuri... Shut up. I take it, and Yuri... I said Yuri. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Key! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. How would you know that, Yuri? Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Is it? I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just going to shut up. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. Forget that I ever said that. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head. Her face is burning up. Adorable. Yuri, it's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This may be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. I forgot that happened. Key! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. ... Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Key. Yuri giggles shyly. Adorable. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities, watching Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Huh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of these items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put into each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water, okay? Just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, they'll be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than a full-size glass. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I wonder why. Nothing. Your face is just a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so just let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. It is probably torturous listening to me read. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way, too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me. I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. This is another reason why I love Yuri so much. This fucking line right here. Right here! That. Yes. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. Another perfect line. Just saying. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things, like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Or literally just sitting right next to him. You know, whatever. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand me. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, here's the scene. Here's the scene. Oh yeah, boys. Oh yeah. Oh, Oh! The sounds are still there! Okay, enough of that. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. I keep my hands still... Excuse me. I keep my hands still against Yuri's face. Neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again. Her brush movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. Finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Same. Well, ... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. Well, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out so much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Ki. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Kind of like that about you. This is my favorite moment. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to it. Wait. Okay. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Fucking Sayori. This is why I don't like you. This is why I choose Yuri, because you just ruined that. You ruined that. I'm sorry. I'm actually very sorry. That was a joke. I swear to God, that was a joke. I know that she's a fictional character, but she's suppressed. I didn't mean that. Hi, Ki. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Ki. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course, Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Ki? I'm supposed to be happy for you. What is it? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Also, why is your name Ki? Why is your name Ki? That doesn't make any sense! It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Ki. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? ... Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Ki. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this myself. Ki, I like you so much that I want to die. It's how I feel. And it's enough. That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to be hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give you. Sayori. Oh, shit! I know what she needs most. I know what she needs most. But, see, the thing is, this still hurts me. Doing this still hurts me. God. Just click it, man. Oh, God, fuck. He'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best. What will make you happy in the end. Promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. And this whole time, there is no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back the way it was. I realize that now. You really know me better than anyone, Ki. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching at her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I don't want to scream loudly. That's the reason why I didn't scream at the top of my lungs. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. ... Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! ... I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing this something before... Monitor? My second monitor just turned off? Okay, it's back. Or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I'm going to save. Oh, God, should I end it here? I have more time. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house and to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, so I gently roll it up and take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Ki! You're the first one here. Thanks for being so early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder? I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing that that's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Key. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, how do you know about that? Well, of course I know about that. I'm the club president, after all. Red sign, red flag, right here. Red flag. Monica, red flag. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned her down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. You probably know a lot more than you think. Red flag. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flip through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feeling. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems just from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one that I haven't heard before. Oh. Okay, get out of my head, 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 get out. I can't speak that fast. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Holy sh... Looking back at this is insane. What a suicide note, though. What's the percentage symbol, though? Worded perfectly, honestly. This is actually worded really well. Just from a standpoint of being rejected, you know? Also, what Monica said to her is, yeah. Anyways, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in the stomach. Key? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything that else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Oh my god, I just realized how much perfection this is. There's no music, so it makes you just feel a little bit uneasy. It's amazing. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Second monitor, not the time to shut off for no reason. I think I'm just messing up the cord. I'm gonna stop having my feet under my desk, I guess. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Don't you dare say I gently opened the door. Don't you dare say I gently opened the door. Don't do it. Don't do it. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh god, dang it! Oh, here it is. Oh my god. Hi. See traceback.txt for details. Guys. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Okay, I'm here on the store. Gonna open the files. Browse local files. Just gonna open up the game. Open up the game files. What is Mono Bleeding Edge? What is that? Data. Let's see. I have no clue what any of this means. I have no idea. No. This music is very unsettling. We're supposed to look at the files. We have to look at the files. Yeah. File. Game/script. Okay, game/script. I'm so sorry I'm doing this, guys. .rpy. No items match your search. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, nothing's showing up. I don't know what to do. Hold up. Hold on. Alright, so I actually figured out there's multiple endings to this. So I'm just gonna play the game like I just normally do. Okay, I'm just gonna play it through in its normal ending once. Then there's other endings. So, yeah. What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Siri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could it be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonizing scream still echoes in my ears. What did I do to her? Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? It's my fault! My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, I walked her to school, and gave her what she wanted, and out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I don't know how I could have prevented this. I know that I could have words. I know that I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't the game where I get a reset and try something different. Oh, but it is. It just goes back. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Now, I could never take it back. Never. 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 End. Excuse me? Ah! For a second, I was like, wait, is this the actual end? I can't even start a new game. Well, crap. I'll see you all in the next one. If you liked, subscribe and leave a like. See you all in the next one. Holy crap. Guys, I was joking. I found the files. Yeah, no, I found the files. Look, characters. Wow, look, this Sayori's not there. Happy thoughts, by the way. Yeah, what is that? I forgot that was, I forgot that looked like that. That was disturbing. Yeah.